My name is Philip Smith. I am the president and founder of the National African American Gun Association. And as of today, we are the fastest growing firearm organization in the United States. I was working on a consulting job. I had two guys that were big 2A advocates, one black, one white. And they were saying to me, hey, Phil, we're gonna go shoot on Saturday. Do you wanna come? And I was like, nah, man, nah, bro, I don't want to come. Told both of them that. And they're like, no, we want you to come. We want you to shoot. And I said, man, I never really shot a gun. The only guns I've seen in my neighborhood when I was coming was for bad things. They're like, man, you gotta come. And they literally bugged me for 5 days straight. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And by Thursday, Friday, I said, look, bro, I just relented. I'll go with you guys. You're too nuts. I'll just go with you. So Saturday, the next day, I was in there 10 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning, signing the waiver forms, getting ready to go out on the range. And that was the best experience of my life. And when I was leaving the gun range, I remember literally looking up and I said to myself very definitively, if I could have this experience at a gun range and being a black man with no experience and have a very positive experience to the point where I want to come back again and again, I know there's other folks in my community that would love to do this, but they just need a bridge or an olive extension to them to pull them in to have them come. So I went home, sat down, and I literally pulled out a piece of paper at the kitchen table and started putting together ideas of what that organization would need to look like from a functional standpoint, from an execution standpoint, culturally. How do I want to embrace or pull people in who look like me, who never had the experience of a gun? And that's what happened. So I sat down and put together the National African American Gun Association. And that was the start of the journey in which we have arrived to today.
Philip Smith is the founder of NAGA, very much a visionary. He had this dream and idea back in 2015 about how to bring Black people together safely in the 2A or firearms community, and he's done a phenomenal job. He really likes to think big and broad, and then he allows us as a team to make those visions come to fruition.
The thing that sets us apart is called the New Members Orientation class. And in that class, they learn the history of Black arms. They learn about the Tuskegee Airmen. They learn about Nat Turner. They learn about Harriet Tubman. They learn about all the Black heroes and sheroes who have came before us and have paid the ultimate sacrifice in many cases. And when they learn this information, it allows them to understand that they have a legacy, a great legacy that they can hold on to and understand. That's the difference between NAGA and any other organization. We push that information out constantly, not just one month out of the year. We're pushing it out on a weekly basis so people understand that, you know what? I'm not the first person who is Black to hold a gun, and I certainly will not be the last. And there's other people that have came before me that have done this, and they've done it with elegance and style and grace and power. And I should understand that because they look like me.
We meet once a month, every month, on the second Saturday of the month. And typically for our meetings, we always cover the mission of the National African American Gun Association, the values of the Black Bottom Gun Club. We talk about national updates and local updates. We also discuss a history profile where we talk about a particular or significant event or person in American history, particularly as it relates to the African American experience. We also, if we can or need to, we cover training updates, whether it's drill of the month or upcoming class. And if there are any legal updates, we cover that as well as community service.
Our goal is to bring access to safety, training, education, and really focusing on communities of color, really helping Black people know that it is okay for them to own, safely operate, and participate in shooting sports.
When we go to the range as a chapter, that is probably the most invigorating process of being a NAGA member, because you are out there with your brothers and your sisters and you're shooting, you're learning, you're having that camaraderie, that fellowship, and there is nothing in the world that can replace that experience. That I can't overstate that enough. When you're in a chapter meeting and you look around left to right, back and forth, and you see 20, 30 people that look like you, and you're all talking about guns in a positive way that say, hey, you know what? let's all go to the range now. It can't even be overstated because it's a beautiful experience. And that is NAGA in its essence.
NAGA is really a juggernaut. It has so much potential. It has the ability to keep growing and reaching and touching more people. But NAGA stands on truly 4 principles: safety, training, education, and community. And I believe the community piece is what sets us apart from everybody else. Being able to know the rules or the safety rules is one thing, but being able to get out in the community, understanding that we're all from different backgrounds and different walks of life, but that we're truly all in this together. And because we're together, we're stronger together.
We come together, we're a family. A lot of clubs don't really accept the women. They don't want to hear what the women have to say, or they talk down to the women. But this club doesn't do that. This club encourages women to come out and participate, to learn. They want to hear, what I have to say. I like to hear what they have to say. So it's the camaraderie and the family is everything.
I think that what makes us special is that we all understand the importance of what we're doing and the why behind it. Whether it's practice and training to get better at a skill set so we can compete, practice and training to get better at the skill set so we can defend ourselves and our families, training and practice to get better at making sure that we understand the tradition that we come from relative to gun rights and gun ownership. I think what makes us special is that we put an emphasis on all 3 of those things: the sportsmanship, the self-defense, the history. We put all of that together, and it's highlighted in our meetings, it's highlighted every time we interact with one another. And I think that really is what the driver is as to why people continue to come back and come out to our events and why we have fun with one another. I think that's the key driver for us. And when you begin to build that fellowship around those things, you get to learn about another person's previous experience, or get to share new experiences with them as well. And being able to do that is really powerful.
I definitely believe that in the African American community, there is a missing message around safety and training. Culturally, we've been taught to stay away from guns. Guns have been bad, they're for cops or criminals. And ultimately, we have a fundamental right to protect our family and our property and ourselves. So within NAGA, we absolutely focus on safety. We have a phenomenal training department with my colleagues and making sure that African Americans have access to safe training as well.
I've been a member since Black Bottom Gun Club since around 2017, and my responsibility with Black Bottom Gun Club is to provide training opportunities to our members, encourage them to come out and train, encourage them to come out and practice, make sure that we have enough events that are exciting, that things that the members want to do, give them range opportunities and tell them about places to shoot, and just make sure that they understand where they can go and the resources that are accessible to them with regards to shooting and 2A and everything like that. Practice is getting from here to there.
When we're out here at the range, we are kind of ambassadors, so to speak, right? We are the people who other folks who look like us and go to the range, they look at us and see what we're doing and want to become a part of that. We're the people that when other people who don't look like us see what we're doing and how we do it, they sometimes want to be a part of that too. And so for me, it's one of those things where I look at what we do and how we do it as a value add to not just our demographic or community, but also the broader Second Amendment community as well.
I think from an organizational standpoint, I hope the legacy is that this is a powerful organization that triumphed and fought for Black folks to have knowledge of their Second Amendment rights when it comes to owning a gun, being able to protect themselves, understanding that they are part of a larger family of folks who believe in the same thing. Secondly, I hope that my community really embraces that they have the right, truly understand that they have the right to own a gun, and see true value add in that, having that gun at their house so they can protect their wife, so they can protect their husband, so they can protect their children. That's that's also in that hope. On a personal level, I've already reached my goals. I've been able to, I think, belong to an organization that matters, that people have true conversations about. You might be one way or the other with the organization, but we're in the conversation when it comes to importance in the Black community, and I think that's something that can't be overstated. My imprint is somewhere in that chapter's DNA.